YouTube? We are back. It's episode 6. Episode 6.
We don't even know.
Brain's still on vacation. Yeah. Hope y'all had a great New Year's.
Yeah.
Bottom left, you have me, one of your hosts, Mike. On my left, we have Terrence. Right above me, we have Simon and Drew. And top left, we have Chris. First thing we're going to talk about, I know y'all all saw about the college football playoffs. How we feeling about the remaining bracket? Who we think's going to be in the Natty? Who we think's taking it all home?
And definitely Indiana finals.
But no,
Then after seeing what Chambliss did, bro, dude, that game literally looked like a video game at one point. I was like, is this dude playing NCAA on easy mode, like on arcade right now? I was like, this literally looks like something you see on like YouTube, just like random of somebody just messing around on a video game. I was like, this is a real game. Bro, literally just ran to his end zone, came back around.
Hello, and
Dropped it off. I was like, if he's doing that, it's gonna be Ole Miss and Indiana.
So you got Indiana versus Oregon, and then you got Ole Miss
versus Miami.
I think that was Miami. I got Miami, Indiana.
That one's a tough one.
Miami's defense is like one of the best in the country.
I'm gonna say this. Realistically, who I do want in the championship, I do want Indiana in there. But who I think is really going to deliver a better matchup, it will be Oregon. Nah. We've seen this time and time again. We've seen this plenty of times on why a smaller school is not going to make it.
Indiana's not a smaller school. Indiana's in the Big Ten.
That part. And then two things. Indiana's been good for 2 years. And then Indiana beat Ohio State. And then they just beat the dog shit out of Alabama. This ain't that, brother. Like, no bullshit. Indiana is probably the favorite to win, like, the whole thing. I think people will, like, really be surprised if Indiana didn't win the whole thing or at least make it to the national.
I wouldn't, because if they play Miami, maybe.
Like Miami, I could see it being Miami and Indiana easily. But
I'd be surprised if Indiana wasn't in it.
Miami
I'd be blown away.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Oregon somehow comes out with that win on that.
Oregon has had the easiest route so far. Dude, like,
Oregon?
Yeah, the first two teams they played did not deserve to be in playoffs.
I mean, well, they played JMU. JMU at least put up a fight compared to what Tulane had did versus who did Tulane play?
Tulane played Oregon.
No, Oregon played JMU. Tulane played Ole Miss. They didn't even have a chance. They didn't even stand a chance.
But just to play a little bit of devil's advocate, first of all, I think Indiana's going to win that game. What I will say, though, they already played this year, and it is hard to beat a team twice. So, like, I think that game will be closer than, like, people would think. But I think Natty ends up being maybe, like, Indiana, Ole Miss. But I'm not sleeping on Miami because Miami's D-line is the truth. Like, they got a good shot.
If I'm going to be, like, just completely, like, blunt, like, yeah, I would honestly think Indiana and Miami, just because of what Miami's done, but I want to see Ole Miss.
I think Ole Miss has a good chance of sneaking in there.
Indiana, I'll say this: Indiana has a good chance. I mean, they're proving they work. I'm not gonna sit there and say that they're gonna get dog walk because they shown throughout the whole season and postseason on why they deserve to be there. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. They've been ranked for the past 2 years, at least top 10. Now this is their first time being ranked number 1. So I'm going to give credit where credit is due. However, real question is, do they really have what it takes? Because yes, Indiana beat dog walk Alabama. Cool. But we still have
Ohio State.
Huh?
What about what they did to Ohio State?
Ohio State was not the same after them.
I get it. But we also got Miami. Miami, who was once like literally top 4, who then went to be considered underdogs. Now they back and literally back top 5. They got a point to prove too.
Are you really gonna try? But when it comes down to, say it's the Natty, you got Carson Beck and Fernando Mendoza. You really believe that Carson Beck is gonna be able to leave a Miami team to a Natty?
Carson Beck is Miami's own.
Yeah, because Carson Beck,
Carson Beck.
Beck is he's Miami's quarterback.
Yeah,
because it's the same Carson Beck who was formerly with Georgia, who matter of fact almost took Georgia to the championship.
Yeah,
I hear you, Chris.
it's very close.
Yeah, like Carson Beck didn't win with Georgia. He did. He made playoffs and he went far, but he didn't win.
Did they lose?
So
Yeah.
I mean, the only time he started, only time that Carson started in the playoffs for Georgia was that Texas game, and he got hurt. He didn't even start the next game. It was Gunnar Stockton.
And Stockton did better than he was doing.
I didn't even remember that.
I will say this as like a side note. I think the Final Four that we have shows that college football is like being more competitive overall. Just the fact that you only have one SEC team in the Final Four is, I think, it's a good thing too. You got Indiana with the Big Ten. You got Miami with the ACC. And you got Ole Miss and Oregon. Like, I think that's a good thing, and it's showing like that the NIL and the transfer portal is really balancing out the competition. But I think that's a good thing. Indiana, I think it's theirs to lose, though. Honestly, like they have arguably the best quarterback. Although I will say, like Simon said, Trinidad Chambliss, that man. He surprised me in that game against Georgia because like some of that shit he was doing, I was like, damn, that's Pat Mahomes.
Bro, not even Patrick Mahomes, bro. Like, dude on another level. Like,
hell yeah.
I ain't seen Mahomes just run 20 yards towards his own end zone, get to the goal line, turn around and run back and throw a dot.
I'm even more surprised that he's deciding to come back for another year after what his tape has shown this year.
Nah, that's right. I would also say that, like, while I think Indiana is the favorite, I think the best story would be Ole Miss, just because of everything that they had to go through with Lane Kiffin. Like, it'd be a cool ass Cinderella story if they can get it done. And it's not impossible. It's just, I wouldn't predict it, but it's not like it's out of the... I ain't gonna lie.
So what if this happens?
I'll say this real quick. I'll say this. The team who really truly needs it the most of all out of all of those is Oregon. For the simple fact, Oregon,
Indiana.
No, I'm gonna explain why.
I mean, I can see where he's coming from because I believe Oregon has yet to win a Natty.
Oh yeah, Oregon has yet to win a Natty,
and the program's on the downhill slide right now.
But they've been there.
They've been there,
but they've had the best players. You know,
like. And this is right to what you're saying, Drew, is all of the more reason why Oregon needs to win, at least go to the championship at the very, very least. Because
I would push back on that a little bit though, just because Ole Miss hasn't won since JFK was president, and like they literally are about to lose they're about to lose their whole coaching staff. Like even the people that are coaching them right now are like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, about to go with Lane Kiffin. So like next year, Ole Miss might not even be right or in the conversation. I hope that doesn't happen, but that's a strong possibility. Whereas Oregon, we've seen them fall off and come back. Ole Miss, you've never really seen it. So I feel like this is Ole Miss's best chance to get it done.
I feel like Oregon's ranked almost every year, though.
But I feel like this, though. Oregon's going to be
especially with Ole Miss being in the SEC, it's a lot of competition.
It is. Yeah.
You said Oregon?
SEC. Or no, Ole Miss.
Oh, yeah.
Now, so what if this happens? What if Ole Miss wins the Natty and then Lane Kiffin never does?
Oh, that'd be crazy.
That's gonna I
hope that happens just for the fact that he left them. Like, that's why I'm kind of rooting for him.
Don't do that to my college.
I'll say this, though.
Louisiana curse, Mike.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
We had LSU in 2019 with Joe Burrow.
I ain't gonna lie.
And another fun fact: someone I went to high school with actually played on that LSU national championship team.
Saying that Lane Kiffin won't win a championship is kind of like a very off reach thing.
Dude, no, it's a stretch,
Why?
especially with him going to LSU. Like, he's about to
He
have all
hasn't,
the
he
money, the
hasn't done
fun
it yet,
capital he
though.
needs. Like, he could easily, I could see him go, like, I could see him getting a natty within the next 5 years.
I see that man leaving LSU and going somewhere else. That man might go to the
Yeah,
NFL or some shit.
yeah,
He
and he's
might
a
come
flip.
stitches on their ass.
Nah,
He's a flip
he wants that
flopper.
Bama job. That's what he wants.
Nah,
He'll get
facts.
it though.
And he might get that bitch. No bullshit.
He
Cause
not getting it.
Kalen
He's leaving.
DeBoer, he not staying, bro. That man
Uh,
should have went to Michigan with the shit he pulled in the
Well, if you
playoffs,
look
bro.
at this, look, I'm gonna tell you this though. The moment that Lane Kiffin go to Alabama, Alabama legacy is tarnished. I'm sorry.
I agree with you on that, though.
yeah.
100%.
Because of how he left, or because of the just a
Just,
coach.
just the
Yeah.
path that he took to
Yeah,
get there.
yeah, because Lane Kiffin, if you like research Lane Kiffin history, he hasn't stayed a consistent coach no more than
It's not
probably
good.
2 years
Yeah,
at the most. 3 years at the most. And that's me.
it's not.
That's me being generous to the man.
And he's
I feel
been
like
at
there's a lot.
Alabama, and he got fired because he couldn't stay focused. Like he had one foot in, one foot out type of shit.
Exactly.
Like I don't respect that, and I wouldn't want him as our coach at Alabama. If it
At
happens,
least,
it happens.
at
God
He
least,
bless.
would
at
have
least,
been y'all's coach if he would have stayed, right?
Probably,
Yeah,
I'm
honestly, I
he
agree with
the
you on
coach,
that.
the
he
coaching for the
he
coaching
messed
for
that up.
Alabama. The coaching for Alabama, I have more respect for him because this is coming off literally when Nick Saban left, and people was like, "All right, cool. What you gonna do about this?" And then so he already had that pressure, and not only did, if I'm not mistaken, last year or the year before, he literally took. Or I know the year before, I know he missed at least one playoff, if I'm not mistaken. And then he turned around and brought them back to the playoff for two of them.
How
They
about
kicked
Ole Miss?
ass since the
Mike
2020.
Tomlin going down to college.
Mike Tomlin,
Nah,
nah, he gonna get another job in the NFL for
I'm
sure.
gonna tell you what. Mike
Is he a good
Tomlin is a
player?
leader of
No,
men.
he's on the hot
Like the
seat.
way Mike Tomlin operates is for the NFL. Like he leads men,
It's for me,
and
not
like it's an NFL
college
standard
teams.
that he has, and like he's too great of a coach and has accomplished too much. Like it would be a demotion for him. It's kind of like how we saw Bill Belichick going to North Carolina. Like he's kind of
Yeah.
overqualified to be coaching in college.
Hey,
Before we head into that topic, I see it's kind of leading to that way. But who we got as our playoff MVP in the in the college football playoffs?
Playoff MVP.
Mendoza, even though they lose.
It's
Yeah.
It's Chambliss for me, bro. After that game, he's the only reason Ole Miss beat Georgia, and like the stuff he was doing in that game.
I say Mendoza just because
Mendoza getting MVP for the simple fact he accomplished so much.
yeah,
With,
Heisman Trophy.
But,
It's kind of
if we're talking about
the stage
playoffs
is kind
only,
of set for him.
If we're
If we're
talking
talking
playoffs
playoffs
only, I
only.
gotta go with Chambliss. That man's single-handedly carrying Ole Miss on his back right now.
because that's what I'm looking at. It's playoffs only.
Well,
Yeah,
it
but I mean,
depends on how deep they go, right?
well, let me ask you this: are we talking about
It's
based
right
off
now.
of who we think we win, or who we just think is the best player so far in the college playoffs?
Yeah, like we had to pick an MVP right now. Who would your
Just
MVP be?
regardless of who wins overall.
I mean, if we're
Like
picking
right
best,
now, like yeah, without knowing the future, without knowing how the rest of the games turn
if we're
out, yeah,
picking,
like
if we're
Mendoza.
picking best
Yeah,
player,
no, no.
I'm going with Chambliss.
Trinidad got that.
No, I
Trinidad
say
Chambers has
Mendoza.
that.
I say
Nah,
Mendoza.
because Mendoza, like the running game is what really killed Alabama. Like Mendoza's been good, don't get me wrong, but like he has more of a supporting cast where like Trinidad Chambers took that fucking game over, and like they wouldn't have won without him.
that dude became Dorian's backpack.
I
Like
guarantee if Chambliss keeps up the play that he's playing now into next year, that man's gonna be the first overall pick in the next draft.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Wait,
Absolutely.
and he won't be going to the Jets either, so it's a win-win for him.
Yeah, he's not gonna
Yeah.
go to the Jets.
I ain't gonna lie. He goes to the Jets. Yeah, just go and kiss his career goodbye.
Pull Eli, just pull Eli Manning.
Hey, it's always possible.
But he gonna be like that quarterback from the Titans. He gonna be
How
good.
about Cam Ward?
Yeah.
I feel like his career's not over though. I feel like he can still do something. I feel like he's
Cam
the type
Ward,
of player that, like,
Yeah.
regardless of the coach, he's gonna make the team good, and they're gonna get rid of the coach and move, like, keep going.
It weren't good. Like based off his play style, like we know he I see potential in him in the upcoming future, but if he has the people, if he has the O line and receivers that he has now,
Oh no, we're not. Okay, yeah, I'm not saying like he's got like a good team, but I'm just saying like his career's not ruined just because he's
oh
at
no,
the
his career's
Titans right
not
now.
wrong. Oh no,
It's gonna at
no.
least take that team 2 years to build around him.
I say
The
Yeah,
this.
but
next
he's
coach
from that
that
O
they
line
pick,
though.
the next coach that they pick is gonna play a big part in his development and like how far he can really go with his career.
Oh yeah.
They talking about Jason Garrett want the job, and I'm like, hell no, no, don't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, not to him. Don't do that to him, bro. Like,
Jason
you
Garrett
trying to
wants to
turn him
come
into a
out of
game manager?
retirement.
Yeah, they said that he wanted to interview for the Titans job, bro, and I was like, man, nah, bro, keep that man
Yeah.
at home.
I feel like
Keep him
I
on
feel like
Sunday
it may
Night
be
Football.
Stefanski that gets that job, or
I can see that.
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh's going to the
Harbaugh,
Giants.
Harbaugh will get
That
any
was the
job
most
that he
surprising
wants.
firing.
I ain't
Like
gonna lie, John
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh would actually. I ain't gonna lie, John Harbaugh would actually develop Cam Ward.
There's actually
Good.
talks of him going to Miami too. Like Miami's in contact with him right now.
I'll tell
We'll
you
see.
this.
I've heard Falcons and
I'll tell you two
Giants
coaches. I'll
is
tell you
the
two
big
coaches.
ones.
And hear me out on this. I ain't gonna lie. I can. And hear me out on this. Garrett, just hear me out on Garrett. It's either Garrett, Mike McCarthy. Those two right there.
For what
I'll do
team?
McCarthy over Garrett, but I
Yeah, I would
really
take
wouldn't take
McCarthy
For
over
the
Garrett.
Garrett.
Titans. Mike McCarthy for the Titans for sure.
The
No,
real
I wouldn't
question
even.
is,
Nah, not after his stint with the Cowboys, bro.
But that's
no,
the
no,
thing
no,
though.
yeah.
But that's the thing though. We're not expecting the Titans to just go win a championship. But Mike,
So
That's what the expectation would be
I mean,
though at some point.
Their owners are.
my question for you, Chris, is like, what are you looking for? A bridge coach or a coach for the future to pair with your quarterback? Not a coach that's like, okay, 4 years later, he's developed our quarterback. Let's go get a coach that can win a championship now. That's going to bring in a whole different style to the team.
They looking for a culture changer, bro. Somebody that brings the championship culture, and Jason Garrett respectfully
but
doesn't
see,
have that.
but see, this the thing though.
Jason Garrett.
If you saying that for Mike McCarthy, don't you think John Harbaugh is that same person? Because
Yeah,
John Harbaugh haven't won a championship since Joe Flacco back in like 2013.
I think
and Mike
Harbaugh honestly
McCarthy
just
ain't
needed to
won
change the
one
scenery
since
though.
Aaron Rodgers in 2011.
You
But
said
like
what?
you already have your like franchise quarterback, so to speak. They have the guy that they're going to try for at least the next like 2-3 years. You want to pair him with a coach that can take him to the next level.
But
Jason Garrett
I feel like
doesn't do
Mike
that.
McCarthy can. I feel like
Mike
Mike McCarthy
McCarthy
can.
maybe, Jason Garrett no.
Mike
Okay.
McCarthy might be able to, but I don't think he can anymore. Like, I don't know. Like, watching the Cowboys with him, bro, the offense was always kind of stale almost. It was predictable. Like, Mike McCarthy, wherever he goes, he's going to have control over the offense. He's going to have his fingerprints all over it. Like,
Nah, most definitely.
whenever him and Aaron, like, Rodgers split, he, like, even with Rodgers, he still lost his touch. Like, he's not, he can't run an offense. He can't have a championship offense, and he's not going to coach without having control over the offense.
That's essentially what he said. Why he didn't like take another coaching job this past season because he wanted to take a year off, pretty much like refresh all his offensive mindset, come up with new schemes and all that. That's why he took off. But I mean, I'm kind of with you on that, Simon. I don't think he's gonna adapt to this new style NFL with mobile QBs.
Well, he said that same thing and did that same thing before he got the Cowboys job.
No,
Sounds
man.
very similar.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. The real question is who the fuck the Ravens gonna get as their next coach? Because I mean, I get firing John Harbaugh because I mean, 13 years and you ain't got it done. It's one of them things. Like it's not necessarily that he was a bad coach. It's just that he plateaued with that team. Like he basically took them as far as he could. So, but my question is, who comes in and takes them to the next level? Like, no one.
Kevin Stefanski. I think they get the Browns, the former Browns head coach.
I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
not a bad one.
Hear me out though. Hear me out though. Hear me out. You saying
For the Ravens.
for the Ravens?
Yeah.
This may sound crazy. Just hear
You
me
gonna
out.
say Dayball?
No, Mike Bearable.
Vrabel? Why would he leave the Patriots?
He's on the Patriots. Flag. Throw a flag on that man.
Yeah.
He's not about to leave.
Why would he leave the Patriots when you have a year 2 QB on his rookie deal, arguably in MVP talks? Do you almost have the first seed?
Gonna win the Super Bowl. If you're the Ravens, you're not gonna wait around and risk losing the coach that you like if he's available now. You're gonna go get him now.
I give y'all that. I forgot he was on the Patriots.
How do you forget he's on the Patriots?
That man might be coach of the year, brother.
Who do you think was coaching the Patriots this entire time?
Just all right. This is going to be said.
Nah, let me know who you think who was coaching the Patriots.
Just all right. Go ahead.
You want to move past it?
Go ahead.
Nah, dude, it's just crazy though. So about an eighth of the NFL teams have fired their head coach already.
I think there's what 8 openings. I think we're at 7.
Yeah, I think there's 7 right now. But
yeah, I think
y'all really think the Dolphins are going to keep Mike Daniels? I think the Dolphins fired their head coach. So
that's the thing that I'm been seeing with them being in talks with Harbaugh. I think if they can get Harbaugh to say yes, McDaniels is out of a job right then and there.
Yeah. What's crazy is that's basically meaning that a fourth of the league is without a head coach right now, which is really crazy to think about. But low key, a sleeper for the Ravens job, I think, is Gary Kubiak's son from Seattle. Like he's very offensive minded.
Clint Kubiak, yeah, the guy who wasn't a good coordinator for the Saints.
Hey,
it's fucking Seattle right now.
Yeah, it was
Seattle. That coaching lineage that he's a part of is pretty solid. So.
No, I got beef with that man. Because you mean to tell me you can't bring back Alvin Kamara, same style, if not a bigger and stronger Christian McCaffrey? You can't get that man back in the prime.
But who was his quarterback that he was working with?
It don't matter. It's Alvin Kamara.
Oh, y'all had Derek Carr when he was there, right?
I don't care about Derek Carr. I'm speaking about Alvin Kamara. I'm speaking about Alvin Kamara. Well, you're gonna tell me? Well, I'm not even gonna say it because Sam Darnold. I would take Sam Darnold over Derek Carr every day,
bro. You asking Mission Impossible?
And then imagine that play action offense with Lamar and Derrick Henry. That should be so deadly, bro.
It is.
I mean, everybody said that with the read option with them too, but I hardly ever saw.
I mean, last year they both had career years. Think about it. Lamar went 41-4 last year. And Derrick Henry ran for 1,900 yards. They low-key did the shit. If Mark Andrews' ass could catch a fucking 2-point conversion, we don't know what happens with that team.
Exactly. They could be the reigning Super Bowl champs right now. No, dude, the only problem with the Ravens this year, besides injuries, was I really didn't see any difference in their offense this year compared to last year. It's they expected to come out and run the same exact offense and not do anything different. It's they didn't even try to unlock all the aspects of their offense and use them at the right times. I think Skavinsky could, though, because he likes a good run game. Play action. You get a mobile quarterback like Lamar now that can, drop back and do some work, go scramble. And that's also a big thing with the Ravens this year. That's one reason why I'm kind of surprised they fired Harbaugh. Because Lamar was injured a good portion of the year. He's a big part of your offense at that point. He's not there. It changes.
Yeah, but I think it's a thing. It's a couple of things that go into that too. I know they were talking about the Ravens not selling out the last 7 home games, so you bring the money aspect into it. It's business always comes first, and then you got to take into account that you do have coaches what's his name, Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay that have weathered the storm without their starting quarterback. So and then on top of that, John Harbaugh has been there for so long. He's been there since 08. So you got to one Super Bowl when Ray Lewis was there, but you haven't even been back. And so it's kind of similar to what they were saying with Mike Tomlin. It's kind of funny because that missed field goal, I think, kind of determined which one of those coaches got fired. Because I feel if that field goal goes through, Mike Tomlin gets fired, and then John Harbaugh keeps his job. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think Tomlin would have got fired because Tomlin still has one more year on his deal. I think they would have let that deal play out, see how he would have done the following year, and if it was good or bad.
Last thing is,
if if it's a nasty first round exit for the Steelers, I could see him going. Like, there's already chance to fire him in the crowd. Like,
Yeah.
it's only a matter of time.
Last thing for Harbaugh, though, the nail in the coffin was when they asked Lamar the question after the game, like, how do you feel about your coach? And he really didn't give a straight answer. He didn't necessarily throw him under the bus, but he didn't, like, endorse him either. So it kind of made it seem like Lamar was either indifferent or secretly wanted him out the door anyway. So, like, I think when I saw that, I was like, yeah, John Harbaugh is not going to last in Baltimore.
No.
Yeah.
No, there's already rumors that he lost the offer. So, yeah.
After I saw that, it was either going to be coming down to the GM choosing either they're going to keep Lamar or they're going to keep Harbaugh.
Well, one of them they paying $70 million, so it's not really a decision to be made there.
It's easier to find a head coach than a quarterback.
But let's also be honest, though. I mean, if they decided to go with Lamar, imagine the amount of picks they would have got back in return for Lamar.
But then, where do you go from there? Even if you keep Harbaugh, because then you just get more of the same. I actually probably get worse.
Well, the who's your quarterback going to be?
Most definitely get worse. I would
Yeah.
also say most definitely get worse because, like, in this draft, like, there's really no outside of Mendoza. There's really no like QB1s in this draft that are like ready out the gate.
But you're also expecting them to be able to trade up and get that quarterback too. And there's quarterback needy teams that are actually first two. So
bro,
you don't trade Lamar. You trade Lamar to the Raiders.
You don't trade Lamar Jackson, brother.
Yeah,
that's what you're looking for in the draft.
Exactly.
Fun fact: do y'all know that Lamar Jackson has the greatest passer rating of all time? Like, if you look up passer rating, he's number one all time.
It's kind of crazy. Surprising. Yeah.
Like, no, you don't. And he's a 2-time MVP, bro. Like, no. And he's been a runner-up 2 times. Nah, because it's hard to replace that. And so, if you got to get rid of the coach and keep him, that's what you do.
Running back.
So we got to go to a Ravens game next year. We got to go to a Ravens game. I want to see Lamar play in person. That'd be dope.
Yeah. Well,
the only thing you got to question about Lamar is his availability. Because, I mean, you've seen him like play like a full season, but you've also had times where he's missed a majority of a season too.
Yeah,
that's fact.
It's mostly like that play style. Like, you can't be mad at him for like running, but you got to know when to slide for him.
He always break the Texans' hearts too. I don't want to see that shit in person.
Well, go play the Cowboys then.
I was this close to going to that Christmas game, and I'm so glad I didn't. Because if I would have went there and we only scored 2 points and got our ass whooped like that, I would have been so heated. Like, and I was so glad that kid missed because I did not want to play the Ravens. I wanted to play the Steelers, bro.
Oh yeah.
How you gonna feel if Aaron Rodgers like somehow turns back the clock and turns back into prime Aaron Rodgers and just like dots y'all's entire defense up?
Okay, Texas defense is going to be able to sit on all the short routes for the most part and just let the D-line feast. The ball's going to be coming out quick. It's going to be run game. They're going to try and hit a deep pass every now and then. But it's going to be short game.
The shit we got to put a nip in the bud on is throws to the running backs out the backfield. Because that's like the bread and butter. And so, like, but our defense is so physical and we have, like, the short tacklers. I'm not too worried about it. The one thing we don't need is, like, DK getting off, especially with him being a little bit emotional coming back off of that dumbass suspension that he had. But I think we got a good chance. I think the biggest question mark for us going into the game is not our defense versus Aaron Rodgers. It's our offense. Like,
this is the Steelers defense.
Yeah, like, if CJ goes out there and take care of business and just protects the ball and, like, sustains drives, will be good. But if he's 3 and out or throwing interceptions, then obviously that's gonna make that shit difficult. That's honestly Aaron Rodgers.
That's honestly the key for the Texans to win. Like, if Texans can get their offense going, dude, they're Super Bowl.
Yeah, it don't even have to be like elite. It just has to be like complementary to our defense.
If they put up 21 points a game,
yeah, but that's right.
I think that's plenty. If they can keep that throughout the game too, and not having to wait till the fourth quarter, because if they can do it throughout the game, it's going to help the defense play better. They're going to be like more motivated to play instead of just like, damn, Same shit. Hopefully the offense can get together.
What's up?
So who do the Colts
Yeah,
play this
I'm not
weekend?
worried about the back out of the backfield though with the Texans because like it's like the swarm, bro. Like it's not one player making a tackle. It's like the whole team is over there making a tackle, and that's one thing that was kind of hurting the Ravens is you got one-on-one out there and he's making a miss, and there's no like backside pursuit getting there. This Texans got so much speed from the D line to the linebackers. That's like you may have somebody out there one-on-one, but if they just make that back slow down a little bit, he may make that one-on-one miss. But you got that linebacker, that DN just cleaning it up.
Yeah.
Man,
What you said, Mike?
Where did Chris go, bruh?
He pulled the Simon.
That man gone, bruh. I was trying to ask him who the Colts playing this weekend.
Crusoe!
They're playing the Sands of Cancun.
The Sands of Cancun.
They gonna be playing themselves. They doing scrimmages back at the goddamn facilities.
They back at the facilities. They back at the facilities playing Madden against everybody they lost to.
Shit, nah, they playing against the trash bags and lockers because they about to clean them bitches out. They season over with.
Chris,
Yo,
who do the Colts play this weekend, bruh?
Mike, who the Saints play this weekend?
The Sands of Cancun.
Ooh. Hey, I tell you the difference. Respectfully, Mike, the Saints been trash all year. The Colts
That's what I'm saying.
won at one point.
And that's why I'm bringing it up.
Oh,
we knew the Saints were trash.
Do y'all remember, like, was it the first or second show that we did?
Episode
and we
1.
was talking about, and we was talking about the Colts, and I was trying to tell this man that y'all were not about to go to the fucking Super Bowl, and he was not trying to hear that shit, and y'all didn't even make the playoffs, brother.
Bro, it was all about Indiana Jones. Then Danny Dimes showed up. Then Lieutenant Dan showed up, and then Phillip Rivers showed up. It was.
And what did I tell you then, Chris? Y'all were going on the beat of Jonathan Taylor, and the league was a copycat and figured out how to slow that shit down. And once they did, y'all ass was fried. Y'all lost y'all last like 6 or 7 games.
Yeah, apparently 120 yards is a lot.
I heard they rebranded the Colts Stadium be KFC, bro. That's how.
Oh no, and Drew, I ain't forget about that Phillip Rivers shit. That man ain't win not one of them games.
No, he didn't.
I was trying to tell you that too.
Hey, I want some money off him throwing a pick in that first game too.
Hey,
Money
I got all the respect for Phillip Rivers in the world, but that man should have left well enough alone. That man should have stayed in the high school coaching. He had no business being out there, bro.
They should have pulled Romo out.
I will say though, he did have that second game that was pretty solid though.
Solid is cool, but he ain't win.
Yeah, he didn't win, but I mean solid. I mean, if your defense would have won you the game, cool. I would take a game manager if my defense can win games.
It's impressive to say the least.
But the crazy part is the rookie played way better than him Sunday. Like the rookie showed out against us. That man balled out, and that was against our starters. Yeah, we pulled him in the second half, but he was balling in the first half when Sting was out there and everything. Like, nah, he was
watching that game. I was honestly like, man, Colts may have a quarterback controversy. Him or Daniel Jones? Like, who are you going with?
I've been hearing that there's talks about bringing Daniel Jones back.
Yeah, but he's pretty much out all next season because it was Achilles, right?
Yeah.
He had that broken leg. He had something else too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's probably not gonna play next season.
You talking about Dave Jones?
Yeah.
No, I think he got a torn Achilles.
Okay, so he broke
torn Achilles and broken leg.
Yeah,
he's not gonna play next season. If it was just a broke leg, he'd be back. But now Achilles.
Yeah, he tore his Achilles. He tore his Achilles and had that broken leg. That's insane.
But the leg was like before then, because he had like the pad and everything. Like he was kind of playing with a fracture already.
Yeah, he was just playing with a broken leg, and I think it was like that next week. Like he played one full game with that broken leg, and then next week he tore his Achilles.
Was the Achilles in the same leg too?
I think it was.
Yeah, so dude, that's already gonna take a longer recovery. You got broke bone and Achilles injury on that leg. It's gonna take longer than normal.
No, it is.
If they have a quarterback controversy, it'll be the rookie versus AR. And I mean, we're gonna see what happens with that. Because I mean, they did spend a 4th round pick on Anthony Richardson, so you can't just like cut your
I'm not
losses.
saying you still
But
think you can compete with them?
I think they right about there, bro.
Let's
Like,
also be honest. Josh Allen kind of ruined that with project quarterbacks.
yeah,
Because like everybody's won the next Josh Allen. Because you see how he turned out, like 6'4", 230. Run.
I mean, I don't know if
fast.
I don't know if AR's ever gonna be able to live this down, bro. Having a
Yes.
tap out. He said,
he has every physical tool. It's in between the ears that he's lacking, and that's the worst place to be lacking at that position.
"Oh yeah, he should go move to be a receiver."
Receiver.
Nah,
tight
he's too
end.
fragile, bro.
Huh?
Receiver.
Health is
Tight
his
end.
biggest issue as well. Like as a rookie, he got hurt. He's been hurt every year.
That is true. I mean, he got hurt on the sidelines in warm-ups.
Yeah,
Man
that
broke
shit
his
crazy,
eye, bro. How do you break your eye during warm-ups?
Somebody put that man in bubble wrap. ASAP. Bubble wrap.
He like the Anthony Davis of the NFL.
You're not even. AD is at least good when he's healthy and playing.
For a short period of time.
That's fair. AD is an all-star when he's healthy. On the 20% chance that that's the case, but you know what I'm saying. When it happens,
Yeah.
I
80%.
I was getting heated of AR's draft profile when people were saying it's like, oh, he's got the accuracy of Drew Brees. It's like, no, he doesn't.
nah, bro. Now I will say this though. That man, I watched him in person slip and bomb that bitch 70 yards in the air when me and Chris was at the game last year. That man has all the physical tools.
Yeah,
That's also the same game where he tapped out. So like, once you do that, you lose the locker room, bro. Because now they feel like you're not really with us. Like we can't go in the trenches with you.
Nah, it just sucks, bro, because he was the next kind of version of Andrew Luck, but better.
Not even the next version of Andrew Luck.
Don't hurt me, man. I'm hurt, man. We going through a quarterback crisis.
I will say New Orleans may have found their quarterback in Tyler Shuck.
I ain't gonna lie.
I gotta give Kellen Moore all the props that he had, because coming into that situation, like being able to find like a potential QB of the future with like how bad that team was. Honestly, I'm looking forward to next season what they do in the draft.
He came on strong late in the season. Like I give you that. Although y'all didn't win that game against Atlanta, which is crazy that
I'm not mad about it. I wanted a better draft pick.
Your quarterback did also just give them 7 points too. So if you took those 7 points away, they winning. Y'all Saints winning.
It's crazy that game determined the NFC South.
Yeah, it was
and neither one of those teams made it.
It was either gonna be Bucks or Panthers. I thought the Bucks were out. That's what everybody was saying. Bucks are out no matter the outcome, but it's like, nah.
Speaking of the Bucks, y'all think Mike Evans retires next year or after this season?
I'd say he got 2 more years.
I say at least 2. Because he got too many career milestones that he could reach in that time frame. I think he's almost top 20 in receiving yards, and he's almost top 10 in touchdowns. So he has a lot of.
Yeah.
I feel like he's got to play out the rest of his contract.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see that. I mean, he doesn't have anything else to prove. The man has basically did 1,000 yards every season.
Tied with Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
And then you know what I'm saying? He has the ring. He doesn't really have. He's already Hall of Fame. But I think he plays at least 2 more years, especially seeing how this year played out. But I think he'll run at least another year for sure. But I can see him for the 2.
Okay, yeah. No, I was just kind of curious because of the injuries he's had this year, and then there was rumor that he was going to retire, and I was like, I could see it, but then I was like, man, you got to run it back at least 1 more year with this squad.
Yeah. But it'd be different if it was a bunch of hamstrings and shit. He dislocated his shoulder. That's one of those freak injuries. I think he'll be alright.
Yeah, it's not like a Tyreek Hill where you tear your ACL.
Yeah.
It's for an ACL tear for Mike Evans, he's already not a fast receiver. So you come back from a torn ACL as a big bodied receiver, you're kind of Definitely like a step slower. Less separation.
Dude, Tyreek, bro, it's gonna be interesting. What happens with him in his career, like from here, especially with all the Dolphins. How much of a shithole they are.
Yeah, that part.
It's gonna be
Man,
interesting to
Denver's coming
see.
back.
It's definitely gonna be an interesting offseason.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm ready for it. And the Panthers, though, what you got thinking about them
First round
in
exit.
playoff?
Yeah.
First round exit. They got the Rams.
Okay,
They beat the Rams last time they played this year.
Like you
At home,
said,
too.
like you said before about Indiana and Ohio State, but this is the pros. It's definitely hard to beat a team twice, and this isn't a division rival.
I got the Rams because they got playoff experience. The like Panthers don't, so there's gonna be a different intensity level to this game that the Panthers don't know about.
Yeah,
I
and
just have to, like,
that Panthers team is extremely young too.
When the Panthers beat them too, I think Matt Stafford threw 3 picks and one of them.
Yeah, he had a
was
terrible
pick.
game. Yeah,
But what I'm saying is, don't be surprised if that bitch is close. Like, because the Rams aren't the only like top NFC team that the Panthers beat. I think they beat the Eagles. They beat the Bears.
They beat the Eagles,
Seahawks
beat the
too.
Bears, beat the Seahawks.
Like,
they beat a lot of good teams.
they're going to be a tough out. So I think the Rams will get tested. I think the Rams end up winning them.
Oh yeah,
I mean, the Panthers are just a weird team in general. Like you saw them. Like they beat like top NFL teams, and then they go lose to like a bottom 5 team. Like how when they lost to the Saints.
That's the marks of a young team, though, because you play up to your competition and you play down at the same time. Like, they haven't matured to that level just yet, but they're gonna get there.
I think the Rams are gonna come out and get a decent lead, and I think it's gonna take the Panthers a little bit to adjust to the level of play, and I think they'll come back, but it's just gonna be too little, too late for them in this game. Next season, though, after having this playoff experience, they'll be a team I feel like you wouldn't want to really see in the playoffs.
I tell you what, with that Rams game, it's gonna come down to the turnover battle. Whoever wins that shit wins the game. And I know that's kind of like a dub, but like, but this game specifically, I think it's really gonna play a part because if the Panthers go up 14-3 or some shit, like it's gonna be a tough like comeback for the Rams.
Oh yeah.
After they do it, but like that would be the recipe for them. The Rams come out there and go up 17-0 on their ass. Nah, it's curtains. All that shit.
Well, and also the turnover, like it's not cliche because the Rams, the last few games they've lost, Stafford's thrown a lot of picks.
Yeah, man. Like
So,
he's got the little interception bug lately.
Yeah, if he can keep protect the ball, the offense is gonna go score.
Yeah, if Stafford has clean games like that Rams team, sky's the limit.
Yeah.
What's the other Saturday match?
And then if you have Devontae Adams coming back too.
Yeah, that part is crucial, especially in the red zone. Because like Puka is great in like every facet, but the red zone is where they really miss Devontae Adams because he's the big body, he's the route runner, just with short hands. Like Him
and Stafford got that fade like him and Rodgers did, bro. Just toss it up. It's there.
Mike, what's the other game for Saturday?
For Saturday, Green Bay and Chicago.
That's what I thought. Ooh.
That's gonna be a good one.
Ooh.
Where
I'm gonna be honest.
It's gotta be Soldier Field. It's gotta be in Chicago.
I think Chicago get it because it's no Micah there. Like that plays a big part for them. And they don't have what's his name, Tucker Kraft.
They don't have Tucker Kraft. I don't think they have Christian Watson either.
Yeah, that's a tough dub for the Packers, bro.
They got too many injuries.
I don't think Jordan Love is 100% either. Like I think Jordan Love is a little banged up too.
But he'll be playing this game. He's coming back to
he's gonna play.
He's definitely gonna play.
Toyotathon's over though.
But this is gonna be the third time they played each other this season, so that game is about to be like really good.
Toyotathon is over though. So Jordan Love, I don't see Jordan Love winning.
And it's in Chicago. Like, nah, I think Chicago get that one.
Oh, Soldier Field is about to be rocking, bro. For the this is they got a new head coach. They finally have a team that's coming together. The first playoff game since what the dud? Is it the first playoff game since they dudded off the field goal post and lost?
Yeah, since
I think
Trubisky.
so.
Dude,
Yeah.
this stadium's about to be rocking. I don't think anybody's gonna want to go to Soldier Field and play a game this year. Not in that cold
Yeah.
weather, too.
What y'all think about Buffalo and Jacksonville?
Ooh, that's
That bitch is tough because I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
Buffalo's playing in Jacksonville. The only
Hey, yo,
difference is Josh Allen has
Buff-
to carry that team. It's literally, can you stop Josh Allen? That's gonna be
Yeah.
the question.
I think
Can you stop Josh Allen?
Josh Allen has no reason why he can't go to the championship.
Have you
I
seen
don't-
Josh Allen's team? Have you seen that
I don't
offense?
know about that, brother.
Josh Allen does not have much of a team around him. This is the worst team he's had around him.
If you tell,
I
if
just
any,
like, bro.
any head coach that needs to go is definitely is Buffalo's head coach. Like, you're telling me you have a franchise QB and you can't build around him?
Okay, that's the GM's fault.
Not just that, but
Somebody's
why
gotta
does
go.
that Jacoby Myers trade was one of the sneaky best trades to happen this season because that shit turned Trevor Lawrence up, and the Jags have been one of the hottest teams closing out the season. And, that's not gonna be an easy win for Josh Allen.
I think they're the only playoff team right now that has a top 5 ranked offense and defense.
Yeah, bro.
I feel like at the end of the day, this game's going to come down to what defense can get just a couple of stops. And I feel like the Jags defense is going to be able to get a couple of stops, at least one more stop than what the Bills defense will. And that alone is kind of why I'm thinking the Jags take it. But at the same time, talking about this man, Josh Allen, this man, Superman, he'll just back the team.
That shit catch up with them all the time. Because,
just the only question is, for that game is, with Josh Allen, is, will this be the game that Superman is bleeding?
So I feel like the key to that game for the Bills to win, James Cook has to go off. James Cook has to have a really good game to where it takes some of the pressure off of Josh Allen and opens up the passing game a little more. Yeah. But if James Cook does not have just pop off and have a 120-yard game on the ground, it's going to be a long day for the Bills.
Yeah. I will say, if James Cook doesn't pop off, one of Josh Allen's young receivers has to step up.
Yes.
About
and really, all eyes point to Keon Coleman. You drafted Keon, even though you didn't draft him in the first round. You drafted him with a pretty high second round pick, and he hasn't picked
one of
to
those
be
tight
high
ends.
pick.
Dalton Knox gotta had a game in his life or some shit like that.
Dude, thanks.
I'm laughing because you're not lying.
Not just that, but it really comes down to how well Jacksonville can contain Josh Allen and his legs too. Because if Josh Allen gets 70 yards rushing, it's hard to beat them when he gets that shit going.
If he's gonna have 70 yards rushing, he's gonna have 300 yards passing to go along with it.
Another thing that we're gonna have to see too, because this is the last time Trevor Lawrence was in the playoffs was back when Doug Peterson was their head coach.
It's when they came back on the Chargers.
Yeah, whenever he threw 4 picks, and Chargers were up so much and they came back. The question is gonna be: Are we gonna see that same Trevor Lawrence, or are we gonna see a more calm, precise Trevor Lawrence?
I feel you're gonna get about him,
bro. The last, oh shit,
bro. This game's still going.
No, Trae Young just got traded to the Wizards, bro.
Oh, did the Mavs trade AD with it too?
No, not the Wizards.
I know, but I've been seeing a lot of things of blockbuster. If Trae Young is going to get traded, it's more likely going to be multi-team, and AD could be involved somehow.
I don't think so. It looked like they said this for CJ McCollum and some picks. My bad.
CJ McCollum's good. That's a good trade, bro. That's exactly what.
That's completely off kilter, but that shit just popped up on my phone, and I saw it.
Dude, low key, the Hawks, CJ McCollum with that team that they have, that's pretty good fit. I feel like.
Yeah, but going back to the Trevor Lawrence shit, bro. I feel like he's really came on, and he's under a lot of pressure because they paid him, and it's one of them things bro, you gotta pretty much go out there and get it done. This is probably the most wide open the AFC has been in a long time too. So if you're gonna do it, it's got to be the year.
I was
But I also
Trevor.
think like one difference between this playoff game and the last playoff game that he had is like he's got a way better team around him. Like he doesn't have to be the person that goes and wins the game.
Yeah,
Like he's got so many different people on his team that can go and make the play to win the game. So it's like a low stress playoff game compared to what he had previously. But then you also got to consider all the time he's been in the NFL, how often like he's just grown. He's gotten a lot more smarter. He's seen a lot more things. So you can't throw. There's not as much that you can just throw at him. Like they're still gonna throw stuff he probably may have not seen before, but he's been around long enough. He's seen a lot of it.
and he uses his legs too. Like he know how to run that bitch too. The irony is they got better after Travis Hunter went out. Like the number 2 overall pick went down, and they just started to go on a run, which is crazy to me.
It was Corey Kispert. That's who else got traded in it for Trey Young. Is he just some bench player?
Looking at it right now, this is crazy.
But yeah, that's 3 of the wild card games. You kind of touched with like Houston and Pittsburgh too a little bit.
And then what's the other one? New England and
the Chargers. It's gonna be in Foxborough too. I don't see. Honestly, as much as Justin Herbert is getting for not winning a playoff game, I don't think this is gonna be his first one. As much as Justin Herbert needs this, I don't see him getting it.
Yeah, no. The Chargers need a better line.
Who the Eagles play?
San
They
Fran.
play Monday night, right?
They play Sunday. They play San Francisco.
Ooh, shit.
In Philly, though, right?
In Philly, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that's... Well, that one's going to be interesting because Philly's defense has been good. It's their fucking offense, bro. If Jalen Hurts comes out there to play and him and A.J. Brown aren't on the sideline reading books and shit, and they actually getting it going, then who knows? But Brock Purdy has been playing good, too. Because that game against Seattle, that man was balling, bro.
The 49ers defense ain't bad either. They're pretty solid. They did just take a blow to their linebackers, though. Like that linebacker that was replacing, who's their starter that got hurt this year?
I think Fred Warner's going to come back.
But they were his backup, the person that's been replacing him got hurt too, so he's out.
Yep. But I think Fred Warner won't be back unless they make like the NFC Championship or something like that.
There's been talks of him possibly coming back for this run, but we go see.
Yeah. The Bears are now?
No, yeah. They're like the number 2 seed.
The Eagles are with a 3 seed. Chicago is 2.
Carolina's 4.
If the Eagles would have just played their players, they would have been the number 2 seed too, bro. They wouldn't be playing the 49ers right now.
I get them though, because like the gain isn't worth the risk in that situation. If somebody goes out there and gets hurt, it's kind of like last season when like Saquon kind of forfeited the rushing record and they ended up going on the Super Bowl run. I think they kind of use the same philosophy there.
I'm like, I don't know. I would have at least started my starters for the first half to see if they could get a lead up. Because I'd much rather have a first-round game against the Packers than the 49ers.
Not that part. Not just that, but like at the time, what's it called? Chicago was losing. Like they ended up losing to Detroit. So like if the Eagles would have won that game, they would have gotten. And if it comes down to them in Chicago in the second round, you got to go to Chicago instead of them coming to Philly. Like
like
that can make a difference.
Like to me, that's the reason I'm like, if I was Philly, I would have played to win. I would have at least left my starters in for the first half and seen if they could at least gotten a good lead or something. That's like, hey, let's throw the backups in now or something. Like, God, I would have played it out, kind of to see kind of how the Texans were doing it, playing the starters, seeing if Jacksonville was going to be down, but then they got up and it was like, all right, there's no sense in playing them.
They beat the shit out the Titans. They wasn't even close.
When I saw Cam Ward got hurt, bro, I was like, all right, we already know who the winners of the AFC South are. Like, there's no way the Titans are going to win.
He did too much trying to score a touchdown. Got his ass hurt with a concussion.
I thought he broke a bone or something. Was it a concussion?
Yeah, like he ran a touchdown in, but he dove for it, and then the dude like fell on his helmet, and his head kind of like
Yeah, I
like
saw that.
cracked.
I thought it was more like shoulder though. Shit. At least it was a
Mm-mm.
concussion, not shoulder, because I thought it was worse than a concussion.
Uh-uh. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting wild card weekend, bro. Uh, I think home field plays a big part in some of these games, like the Foxborough game and the
Yeah,
Chicago game. I definitely see some upsets. Like I think the 49ers actually end up winning that game. To be honest with you,
I do too.
You think
I
so too?
I think the Bills probably beat Jacksonville too.
I think you just go.
That's a
I think that's gonna be the
that's a
closest
big ass
game.
if. Yeah, that's a big ass if, bro.
Yeah, no, I'll take the Jags on that one, and then
So let me ask you this.
Niners.
Let me ask you this. What do you think? What do y'all think will be? What do you think? Trevor Lawrence really need to do to make sure that he wins this though.
Don't turn the ball over. Be smart with
Literally,
the ball.
don't
I
go
mean,
and try and
we
be
haven't seen
Superman.
Trevor Lawrence did that this past season. He actually been a little bit consistent with not turning it over.
He just needs to stay playing within the system. Like, stay within the system. Don't go venture out. Like, just play within the system. That's all he's got to do with the team he has around him.
No, I will say this though: if you're Trevor Lawrence and the Jags, if you have a comfortable-ish lead, but know it can still be blown, like don't be afraid to take those risks when necessary. Like if you
So,
if you see it and you know you can get it, take it.
Is there any way?
knockout blow?
Is there any way that the Texans and the Jags could play each other for the AFC South or the AFC Championship?
Yes.
Yeah, because whoever went, well, Denver's obviously gonna be playing. It's gonna depend. I think one seed normally plays the lowest. So if Buffalo comes out, or if no, I think it's gotta be out of. So I'm looking at the bracket now. So Denver's either gonna get Buffalo or Jacksonville, and then it's either gonna be New England or the Chargers playing Houston or Pittsburgh.
Okay, so they're on opposite sides of that bracket in the AFC.
Pretty much.
It's not necessarily a bracket. It's like
But
they
it's
play the
whoever
lowest seed
whoever
remaining.
the lowest seed is. So
like
it really just depends.
it would
So
have to be-
you need Buffalo or the Los Angeles to come out.
it would have to be a situation like New England won, but like, damn, no, because if the only other way is if the Chargers win. Because if Buffalo wins,
Oh yeah, Buffalo
then that
wins.
means
Jacksonville's out.
Yeah,
So
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So
the only way you need
Chargers,
Chargers to win.
but
All
then
right,
we
we're
would see
the
them in the
Chargers this
division.
weekend.
But then we would see them in the divisional round. So like, I don't know.
That would be a
Regardless, the
yeah.
Texans
You would
Jags
see them.
playoff game is going to be really good.
We could play them.
Y'all would see the Chargers. Y'all would see the Chargers in the divisional. The Chargers
No, I'm
win.
talking about he said the Jags. Like, will we see them in the AFC Championship? I don't think that'd be able to happen.
Well, no, I'm just saying,
We-
like, regardless, the Jags Texans playoff game will be good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
yeah.
that might be the best game we get all playoffs potentially.
Personally, that's the one game I'm dreading just because of the familiarity with the team. Like, I don't like the idea of playing a team for a third time in the playoffs. Especially with us not having home field advantage. Like, it would be different if they had to come here, but I don't want to go to Jacksonville and play a playoff game. They know it's better than just about any other team.
Oh yeah, but no, best part about it is a rivalry, so anything can happen in those games.
Yeah, I'm confident against pretty much every other team except for them and maybe Denver. But I would
was just
I would
say,
rather
you think
play
you can go
Denver
toe to toe with Denver?
Yeah, we already did, bro. And that was with Davis Mills playing and getting inserted into the game.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I
don't think y'all doing that again with how Bo Nix has been playing this final stretch.
I don't know, bro. The Texans defense only gotten better.
Don't get it twisted. Bo Nix will throw you an interception or two, bro. Like, Bo Nix turns it up at the end of the game, which is cool. But the first 3 quarters matter, especially in the playoffs. You don't get to get away with that shit.
Like, nah, Texans. I could see Texans beating. Like, as long as the Texans offense can at least score and not turn the ball over, I see them win that game. But like Texans Broncos, it's gonna come down to what team can keep like not turn the ball over, literally, because how defensive it's gonna be.
I'm mostly taking Broncos for the AFC in general.
Overall,
I'm taking Broncos.
I can't
Stick
be
with-
mad at that.
Stick with Patriots.
I'm taking Seahawks.
We're
And
on
and,
AFC.
AFC flag, bro, flag.
Hold on, I didn't hear y'all say AFC. Hell no.
Man. Lock in.
I didn't hear y'all say that. If we take,
man over there eating popcorn and shit.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I haven't ate all day.
Ain't
But now, we
tryna
talking
get that.
AFC. If we talking AFC, I'm fucking around and say Chargers.
Chargers.
I don't even see the Chargers.
Another flag on this man. God the hell no.
I ain't gonna lie. If
I
they
gotta
prove me,
respect the opinion, but this man lacks all football knowledge, is not realizing that the Chargers have literally the worst offensive line in the NFL, ranked 32nd out of all 32 teams.
we gonna see. Yeah.
Bro, we just beat them.
We gonna see them get dog walked like Tech got dog walked, bro. Oh, first off, I was a team gonna put up 0 points in the playoffs. Side note, goddamn, should never been in there.
Chris, your team gonna put 0 points up in the playoffs. That's because y'all ain't make it.
See, your team is gonna be 0-4. Hell if I know in the playoffs.
You don't believe that. So you think the Steelers gonna beat us?
Absolutely.
You don't believe that.
Men's
What you talking about?
Make a
Aaron
good criticism.
Men's finna go get on his knees and start praying that Aaron Rodgers turns into 27-year-old Rodgers.
That nigga LeBron age. Hell no, man.
Rodgers.
I'm gonna tell you this. I don't think this is gonna be a gimme game against the Steelers though, because I do respect Aaron Rodgers in that regard. And like I said, our offense will be the X factor because I can see us struggling at certain points. Like if for whatever reason, if the Steelers go up 10-0 in that game, I think we'll be in trouble because we don't have an offense to just like pick it up like that.
I feel like 10-0, you're safe. But and also really like if it's 10-0 first half, oh yeah, y'all still are good. But if it's 10-0 with like 7 minutes in the third and y'all aren't about to score, oh yeah, then you start worrying. You might want to get NASA on speed dial.
The reason I say that though is because 10-0 fucking TJ Watt gets tee off on our ass, and I don't want them problems.
That's true.
And you do got vets over there. Like, you got Cam Hayward, you got TJ Watt, you got Jalen Ramsey. Like, you got guys that have been here before. That's another reason I don't think it's just going to be a gimme game. Like, if Jalen Ramsey get a pick and TJ Watt get a strip sack or some shit, like, that changes the game completely. And I don't want to see none of that shit.
But what if their offense ain't doing much and the Texans defense doing the same thing? Strip sack, turnover.
Yeah, the thing is, I think we'll play good defense. Aaron Rodgers isn't like a turnover guy though. So like I don't see that really happening.
If he has a turnover this game, it's gonna be a fumble, a strip sack.
I think it'll be an interception before anything, because I also think he's smart enough to know like he's gonna get the ball out of his hands. That's why I said I think the key is like tackling those running backs out the backfield when they get the passes, because at the very least he'll dump that bitch off if he feels the pressure coming from Will Anderson or Danielle Hunter.
No, that's true. Now we're about to see how he's going to hold up though, because he's going to take some big hits. So that'll be interesting to see, because he's going to get hit like he ain't been hit all season.
But I don't know, because he's going to try to get that bitch out. Let's believe Aaron Rodgers is going to be getting that bitch out in 2-3 seconds. Like, he's not wasting time.
He can still hit him within a short time after he releases the ball. So just because he gets it out and isn't sacked doesn't mean he can't get hit. Like,
I mean, I get what you're saying, but like, it just depends. Cause if he's throwing that bitch away, or if he just dunked it off, even if he's not completing passes, it preserves him. I get what you're saying. Like, literally, he's gonna get hit, but like to the extent, I don't think it's gonna be that crazy.
Okay. Look at this man Luka making plays on defense though.
I will also say we are at time. We missed one of our topics of who's going to be MVP, but that also opens up some more topics that we can talk about for next episode. So we will pick up next week on awards.
Ew. Go
All right,
Stars.
boys.
All right, y'all.
Go, Colts.
See you boys.